Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about Boss Moo. Now, Boss Moo has some affiliations in the rap game that are rather strong, man. He's Chief Keef's best friend, allegedly, man. There's a whole bunch of pictures of him and Chief Keef hanging out with each other since they were youngsters, man. Now, for those of you who don't know or have been living under a rock lately, Chief Keef was the architect of the Chicago drill movement. Yes, I'm giving him all of that, you know what I mean? Because he's the one who took drill mainstream and made Chicago rap what it is at the forefront of what it is today, man. A lot of people rode his wave, and on the way up, man, they surpassed him, and he kind of cooled down, man, and that's due to a lot of different things. But it seems like his circle stayed relatively tight, and it seemed like him and Boss Moo still had some type of relationship. Now, Boss Moo also has some affiliations with 600. Now, 600, you got to include 600 Breezy, you got to include Memo 600, and a lot of other cats from Chicago, man. It seems like he had homeboys all over the place. Now, it came to a surprise when everybody heard of the rumor of his death and the rumor of how it went down, man. Now, there's several reports that are out there that are official about an incident that took place that a lot of news outlets are attributing to Boss Moo's death. But man, nothing official has come out to say this was him. So as of right now, we got to say it's a rumor. But before we get to the specifics, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And man, let's get it. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about Boss Moo just a little bit. Let's talk about Chief Keef just a little bit. And let's definitely talk about 600 Breezy. Because 600 Breezy seems like the only one to really step out and confirm the death of Boss Moo. Now, this is a sad situation and a tragic story. I want to start off by saying that. But man, let's get into the specifics. Now, there's a story I want to start off with from allhiphop.com that dropped recently. And it says this, man. In the story, the headline says, Chief Keef's best friend, 600 Boss Moo, dead. Now, they're basically putting it out there that, yes, Boss Moo did die. Now, originally, I was thinking this was a rumor. I've seen it floating around for the last couple of days, but was waiting for something official. But they're saying that he's dead, and they're using 600 Breezy to confirm that. So let's get into the story. You're probably wondering how in the world did somebody from 600 end up losing their life again, or somebody from Glow Gang end up losing their life again. Well, this is a crazy story because it didn't take place in Chicago. It took place in Los Angeles. And the story starts off by saying this. It says another Glow Gang member has died tragically. According to reports, 600 Boss Moo killed himself and another woman during a shooting earlier this week. Chief Keef affiliate 600 Boss Moo has reportedly passed away. The rapper, born Corday Ely, allegedly shot and killed a woman before turning the gun on himself in Los Angeles. Now, sad stuff to hear, man. If this is really true and this comes out to be true, man, because they did put that alleged in there, I gotta say, man, this is a horrific event. Man, it's sad, and there's nothing positive to come from that. You know what I mean? Horrible story. Nobody condones any of that, right? Now, the story continues by saying LAPD police officers respond to a call around 5:30 p.m. to a complex in the 6300 block of DeSoto Avenue near Victory Boulevard and Pierce College. Now, based on all the reports and the accounts of the people who are around that situation and the people talking online and a lot of people from Los Angeles area, they say that's the Woodland Hills area, and it's actually a rather nice area. It's not a real bad area in LA, you know what I mean? Now, the story continues by saying this. It says, it was reported that the woman had called the police and accused him of pulling out a firearm and shooting at her. When officers arrived on the scene, they found the woman and 600 Boss Moo dead from gunshot wounds. So allegedly, Boss Moo was found dead along with the woman. And like I said, y'all, this is a tragedy and don't nobody condone or promote none of that, man. You know what I'm saying? So let's continue with the story. Now, the story continues by saying rumors are scorching social media that he was killed by LAPD and that he didn't kill himself. These reports haven't been confirmed and are just speculation at this point. So, okay, there's some rumors that he was actually shot in a gun, you know, maybe in a gun battle or something like that, or maybe there was a situation where there was a shootout and he was shot. And some people on social media are running with that narrative and saying that there's some type of cover-up or something like that. I don't know, man. I doubt it. it seems highly unlikely because at the end of the day, they would just show up to, unless he was firing at somebody, like it said earlier, they would show up and arrest him. You know what I mean? Unless he started to engage fire all around, no matter how he lost his life. This is just a tragic tale of, man, check on your people, check on your folks, check on everybody out there and make sure they doing right, man, and try to get them out of bad situations. Now, the story also continues by saying this. It says 600 Boss Moo was a Chicago-based rapper who was a close associate of Chief Keef and drill rappers like 600 Breezy and E-Day 600, who also recently passed away after being shot in Chicago. 600 Boss Moo was 32 years old and lived in Los Angeles alongside Keef. Now, say what you want about Chief Keef, but he is obviously one of the smarter drill rappers when it comes to thinking about his personal safety and all that, because he was the first one to pick up sticks and move out to Los Angeles. And when he moved out to Los Angeles, he took his whole crew with him, man. He took Fredo Santana. He took a lot of people. And obviously, he took 600 Boss Moo with him. And hopefully, they were looking to, extend their life and make sure that they stay out of those rough environments and be able to keep making music and keep making money. Now, somehow a dark cloud has followed them all the way out in Los Angeles. Like I mentioned before, you got Fredo Santana who lost his life. You have a lot of people around 600, around GBE who have lost their lives, man. And it looks like if all these reports pan out, that Boss Moo is actually one of those people as well, man. Now, the story concludes by talking about 600 Breezy, man, and let's get into that. So 600 Breezy made a post on Instagram mourning his dear friend with the caption, "Y'all just keep breaking my heart," in quotations. While tagging the late rapper, he even changed his Instagram picture to a screenshot of a video with 600 E-Day and Boss Moo. Chief Keef has yet to post about the incident. And I thought that was rather weird, man, because he's got such a long history with Chief Keef, and Chief Keef's whole profile hasn't moved, man. He hasn't posted a thing. He hasn't said anything. Maybe he doesn't want to share his feelings at the time about the situation with any blogs or with anybody in media or whatever. But it looks like, man, he's probably just, at a point where he doesn't know what to say. I mean, they've had so many losses in that whole situation. All those cats started off really, really young together as rappers. And now we're like 10 plus years, over a decade later, and all this death and everything, even with the success, it's a lot probably on them, man. And 600 Breezy had no problem sharing his condolences and posting pictures or whatnot because of his relationship with all these different rappers, man. Horrible situation, man. And hopefully, man, we get to a point in hip hop where this stuff just stops happening. But I don't know, man. What do y'all think at this point, man? Do you think that Chief Keef, Lil Durk, 600 Breezy, all these Chicago rappers, man, who came up through the drill movement, is it the environment of the drill movement that just hangs this dark cloud over them where there's a lot of death involved and stuff like that? Because not everybody has been dying from gunshot-related deaths or from gun violence, man. Sometimes it's like overdose and other things, man. It just seems like a lot following them, man. Or is this just life, man? If we kept a tally of anybody who was living the street life or living out there wild, it would be the same consequences. It would be the same thing. Now, with that, this has been your boy Big Man. Do me a favor, man. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace.